What up, guys? Hope you're good. Welcome back to the Anonymous FX, and we're back again with another market breakdown or market outlook, depending on how you want to call it. So I'm gonna start with the very same or the very first index, which is the dollar index. That will also be more of a guideline to how we're going to be trading the dollar pairs going forward. As you already know, we only trade the dollar yen, which is USD JPY, and the pound dollar, which is GBP USD. So we can now also, after analyzing this, it might also give us more of a guideline on how to trade the dollar yen as well as the pound dollar. So overall, you can see we are bearish on daily with price. Price has been bearish or was bearish for the first 2 weeks of July. Not so sure what happened here in terms of fundamentals, but I think it was the CPI outcome. But the dollar started recovering back to where it is right now. So as you can see, we really are rejecting the daily high. That could also be more of a signal to say we are going to continue to the downside and up until we get to the daily low. But we just have to wait and see what the lower time frames are telling us. And dropping down to the 4-hourly time frame, you can already see that we do have a higher low just here. We have a higher low and a higher high. I believe if price breaks below this higher low, then we will be looking to sell sell the dollar index, or we'll be looking to sell the dollar yen. But at the moment on 4-hourly, we still are bullish, and there are two possible outcomes. It's either price is gonna find a little bit of some support when it gets to this zone and find support, change structure to be bullish on the minor structure, maybe come back to a bit of a demand zone before pushing to the upside. But if it doesn't, we might find price breaking below this 4H higher low and dropping to the downside. So that's all with the dollar index. Let's drop down to the dollar yen, and I will also be looking. I'll only be looking on the 4-hourly on this one, because there is a little bit more on the structure side on the 4-hourly other than on daily. So what we can see is that we had a 4H high low right here and a higher high up there. And price on a Friday, just before the market closed, we did see price breaking below and closing below. So this is a break for me and change of structure. So what we could see happening is that price can turn at any point in here, or we could be introducing our Fibonacci to see if it might not turn on the 61.8, which is here. But at the moment, we're just waiting to see what the market will do. Yes, we do have a supply area at the top there, which I will also be releasing a video soon about how to plot your supply and demand on the market and their significance on pullbacks and continuation. So this is our 4H supply, and there's a possibility that price could just continue to the 4H supply, and then we could see a continuation to the downside. But if it doesn't, then we could see a break to the upside and a retest, and price continuing to the upside. So for now, with where we are, this is our 4H low, not lower low, it's a 4H low. I don't think I do have it, but I'm just gonna do this. It's a 4H low after the break of the higher low. Then whatever we turn and break this low, we're gonna create a lower low, and that point where we turn is gonna be our lower high. So in 4H, that's where structure is clear. 1-hourly has changed structure, so 1 hour is not that significant at this point, because we know that 4-hour has broken structure, so we need to wait for that move. So 1 hour, you can see that there is a little bit of supply here, but you also do not want to get trapped where you are selling here with your stop loss just above this supply, and only for price to come back and take you out just because it's chasing to hit this or test this supply zone, which is the 4-hour supply. So that's all, and I believe that's all on the dollar yen. Let's move to the next one, which is GBP JPY. So daily on this one, we are quite bullish, and it's hard for me to also even enter the trade because now 4-hourly is not giving us a clear analysis or a clear indication that it is ready for buys. So this is our daily high and this is our daily low, and as you can see that price is bullish, with this being our higher high and this being our higher low, and then this being our higher high. So daily we are bullish, and we also rejected this this demand area right here, and price is pushing to the top, right? So it's not even 4-hourly, but it is daily. So I'm not also going to be using that daily demand, because we are going to start using the zones or demand zones on the 4-hourly time frame. Yeah, so just moving a little bit back, you will see that this is where we had our higher low, and price broke, created a new low, right? I believe no, it didn't break there to create a new low. Let me just read it properly. Yeah, price broke, created a low, and created a lower high here that we can also be seeing. It's a little bit confusing, but I might have this as our lower high, 4H lower high, and then have this as my lower low, and this is where we might see price either breaking, but of course it has been consolidating ever since the first week of August, which is now close to 3 weeks when it has been consolidating. So we could either see a break above, a retest, and price continuing to the top, or we could see price coming down here to retest this daily low and finding structure shift and to the upside. But for now, looks like we are just consolidating. So up until we see proper structure, we're still gonna be waiting. And I think it also makes a lot of sense with the dollar index moving quite slow. So dollar index, USD JPY, and GBP USD is gonna be moving a little bit slow up until next week, where that's when we have a lot of USD news. So CAD JPY2 has been quite crazy. Why? Because we had our higher low here and price created a new low. This is our lower high, lower low, lower high. Then this is our lower low, and this was our lower high right here. We only had a lower high, price created a high, higher low, a higher high. Then price broke, created a new low. Then this was our lower high. Then this is where we then created a new low, a lower low. Then price came back to break above this lower high right here to create a new high, leaving this as our low, as there is no high low in between. So this was our low, 4H low and 4H high. And that brings me to where I can also start plotting properly. I was just taking you through the journey of the market, or the journey of this play. You can see from here, since this was our low and this was our high, price created a higher high here. Because now this is the move that took this higher high, then now we have a new high, which is here. That's where we say this is our 4H higher high, and I'm just going to duplicate this to the downside here to be a 4H higher low. Reason being also, if you have watched our market structure and how to read structure, we will see that this right here sorry, you will see that this right here is our 1H structure or our minor structure. And if I do go just inside 1H, you will see now it gets clearer and clearer, right? This is where you're gonna see that we had a bit of a higher low. Price broke. Let me see now. We had a higher low just up here. Price broke here, came back to the supply, created a new low as a double bottom, came back to the supply again. Then from there we had a lower low and a lower high and a lower low, and price just broke above this to continue to the top. So this one we're not even going to be trading. There's no order flow, there's nothing. We just have to wait and see what the market will be doing. And I think the next one will have to be the yen index. I'm not gonna touch this at the moment. Most probably I will, as soon as it makes more sense, we will be looking into it. And we do have a trade on USD JPY or GBP JPY, sorry. How we got this trade was because of price broke to the upside, created a higher high, created a higher low, and then this is a higher high, and came back to the demand, rejected the demand, and from there pushed to the upside. So that's how we got into this trade. So at the moment there's nothing I can be showing on this pair because I'm already in the trade, and we just have to wait and see. So my take profit would be here. I believe it's 1:2. Stop loss was 184.450 if I'm not wrong. So it's gonna be 1:254. Yeah, 1:2.74, 2.54, and that's the only thing we have. Then there's a new addition. It is SP 500. So a lot of people would know it as SPX 500, but we will be trading this quite often, and then I will be adding it to the new market outlook. But for now, I'm just back testing it and also live testing it, which is forward testing. And from there, I think we do have AUD CAD. This one, not really a good trade. Do not want to even analyze it for you because you will end up putting yourself at risk of being trapped. So yeah, I believe that's the last of it, and do have a very good and profitable week. Cheers.